What up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Run Your Race with my boy, AJ Richardson.
Good morning, beautiful people.
There you go with the morning shit again. And we have a very, very special guest today. My guy, my brother from another mother, even though he's light-skinned. Cameroon Johnson. I'm just playing. Cam Johnson. Cam
Hey, at
Johnson.
least I got two varies.
Yeah, he got two very
special.
yes.
Very, very special.
Cam played with me my senior year, and Cameroon stuck. I don't know why. It was just something.
Where did that come from, first of all?
I don't
remember where did that come
I
from?
don't know where it came
Because
from.
I've actually gotten that nickname a couple times in my life. Like, I can't, like, in high school, people definitely call me Cameroon, but I don't know where that came from in college.
Bro.
And I don't think anybody else called me that.
No
Anybody
one
else
else called him that. I just, anytime, be like, Cameroon.
Yeah.
Every time I could not help it. It was something. It stuck though. It still sticks to this day. And I would say it tomorrow night during the game. Cameroon. It didn't piss him off.
Yeah.
Well,
I tune him out during the
Yeah,
game.
he definitely he's one of the best at tuning me out during the game. He truly is.
That is a skill.
It's a skill.
That's a skill.
I've heard so much
Yeah,
that it's
I
just
can't-
like background noise
He
now.
is, it bothers me. It's to the point where I don't even say nothing to him because I know I can't get in his head. So it's a talent he has. But Cam, what we do here, bruh, on Run Your Race, I know you probably watched a couple. Have you? Watched
Yeah,
any episodes?
I've checked them out. Maybe not
So-
whole episodes, but more like
Yeah.
highlights.
Yeah, a couple clips. I appreciate you. Yeah, hey, tune into one. Watch the whole one. They're good. But we like to start from the beginning, from high school,
Yeah.
college, to the league, from the very beginning. So tell us where you're from, what your parents do, when did you start playing basketball?
Moon Township,
Country
Pennsylvania.
as hell. Basketball.
Moon Township, Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
You're not that country. You're from
no,
Greensboro. You're not that
facts,
country.
facts.
My parents both played. Dad
Mhm.
played at Pitt, 88 to 90. Mom played at Kent State in the mid 80s.
Okay.
And both were hoopers. So I grew up in a hooping family. I started playing fresh out the womb, probably, man. Like,
Yeah.
I always had a basketball in my hand. And it's funny because we were just talking about all this the other night at dinner, me and my parents and my little brother. But I mean, I always was like, oh, I'm a hooper. I'm going to the league. Like, as a kid, like, if somebody told me, hey man, you're pretty good for a 6-year-old, like you're gonna go to the NBA one day, I was
Yeah.
like, that's not a compliment. Like,
Yeah.
the only
I
compliment
know.
I could take as like a 7-year-old was like, you're gonna be the next Michael Jordan, man. That was like, yeah, that would have been a compliment. But it was in my
Man, high
blood.
standards.
He had some
Very
high
high.
You better
As a
compare me to
child,
MJ. I don't want to fucking hear it.
As a child, it was extremely high.
Jesus.
Yeah.
And so I just loved it. Always loved it. Always
Yeah.
loved it. Always knew that's what I wanted to do. And just blessed to be in a position to be able to play at the highest level now. And I don't play like MJ now. Like, no,
Games are completely
different. So it's not like I'm like,
different
yeah, this
body
is.
types. Just
It's all right
completely
though. It's all right.
So, how many sports you played?
3: basketball, football, baseball. I stopped playing baseball after probably about 7th grade because of AAU. I wanted to keep playing baseball. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
What position?
Shortstop,
I don't see that.
first base,
I
pitcher.
don't see first shortstop for you.
Why?
Your body.
But that's the thing. But I was as a kid, I was
That's
really,
true. That's true.
I was really.
I'm thinking of
You
now.
thinking
So
like
okay,
now,
so
yeah.
Let her Cam now.
we'll talk about that situation when it gets to it. But as a kid, like I could definitely move around.
For sure. I feel that.
I could get to every.
See, I'm
ground
seeing.
ball.
I'm thinking of the Cam from.
But don't get it
from
twisted because
college.
I still would have made it work
Oh no, for
as
sure.
a shortstop. Just like I
Listen,
made it
you're
work on
the-
the court.
You're a dedicated guy. If you want to do something,
I'll do
you're
it.
gonna do it.
I'll do it.
You're gonna do it.
I'll do it.
So football wasn't it.
Football, I played until my senior year of high school. So I
Really?
played football.
I did not know
I
that.
didn't play my senior year, and I wanted to. I was close, but
What position?
quarterback.
Oh,
with
shit.
like, remember when we used to go play football in college?
Oh, you were.
Do you remember? I would
y'all wouldn't go
never
play
be.
football in
I would
college?
never
so
be.
there's an off season.
okay.
We would
We
get a
would go
group of
play
friends
full
and we'd go play
full
literally
on,
bro,
like,
probably one
Basically
of the
11 on 11 on 11.
11. Bro,
But it would be
one
like
of the most fun
no
moments.
linemen, be like 10 people running routes. Theo was always a quarterback.
Always quarterback. When did you figure out? All right, basketball is it. This is what I'm gonna do.
I always had that since I was a youngin'.
Mhm.
It was football, the glory of it all.
Yeah.
Like the student sections and all your friends coming out to your, they don't come to your basketball games. Your friends don't come to your basketball games in middle school, at least where I'm from. But man, the stadium be packed on Wednesday, Thursday night for 8th grade football.
Yeah.
So like that stuff starts to draw you in. But I always loved basketball way more.
Really?
Always. I never loved going to football practice. And that's how you know automatically.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I like throwing routes after practice, but Oklahoma drills was like, come on, here we go.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
Oh, my God. Oklahoma.
Then I stopped playing defense in like the 8th grade.
Oklahoma drills are fucking rough, bro. I got my first stinger. I was like, oh, my God. Why
Do I really want to do this?
Yeah, dude,
that's why I give those guys a lot of credit, man.
For
like,
sure.
Think about it. Like, when did you stop playing football?
8th grade.
Could you imagine doing it for 10, 12 years after that?
No.
Not at a high school level.
13, 14, 15.
No. Hell no.
High school, college, everybody just get bigger and faster each time.
Exactly. Yeah,
bro.
that's out.
Like,
and just because you bigger and faster, don't like that make the hits harder.
Yeah.
So I give them all the credit in the
they
world.
They get all the credit from me.
Yeah.
Y'all got that. But you come see us on the court.
It's a different story.
They're cooked. They're cooked.
You're cooked. But so Cam, you pick up, you're playing both sports, which I think is very impressive.
Yeah.
What was a moment for you where, like, we like to talk about the highs and the lows? Did you play a lot of AAU?
Tons.
Did you? Who'd you play with?
So my team in high school is called Teamwork, team out of Ohio. Doesn't exist anymore. Basically an Adidas team.
Did y'all play as a team? Because your name was Teamwork.
We did.
Okay,
and we beat teams by playing like that. We had like we had like an offensive system. We beat teams.
We talked to Mikhail a while back, and he told us they played the
PC
offense.
What is
pass and cut?
Oh, okay.
Well, basketball the right way.
Sort of like that.
I forget. We played through the high post a lot of like split action kind of.
I mean,
it was a high. But it was like. It was a bunch of white boys from Ohio and myself, and everybody could shoot. And our two bigs were pretty good. One played at Northwestern, one played at Davidson. They were both pretty good, could pass, pretty athletic too.
Yep.
So like teams really struggled to guard us. We were pretty good. We were pretty good. But my first AAU experience was in the 2nd grade. We went to second grade nationals.
Yep.
Did you watch the game that Adelaide beat us the other day?
Yeah.
36ers?
Yeah.
The kid that went off, Craig Randall?
Yeah.
So he was my teammate on the 2nd grade nationals.
Really?
I was like, Craig, don't do this, man.
Yeah.
You don't want to do this, man.
And he wanted to do it.
Go get your money, though.
Yeah.
But he was one of my teammates. We had a pretty good team. We went and we won. So like imagine telling an 8-year-old like, you're a national champion. Like you're the best team.
Y'all won the whole thing.
And it's our age group. So all those guys in our class, like anybody could have been there.
I've been to the finals and
anybody could have been there.
Yeah.
But our team kind of fizzled away over like the next 3 or 4 years. I ended up playing up. And so that team that was in my age, like everybody kind of moved away. We had some like college coaches' sons. The coach would get a new job and stuff like that. But man, we are some advanced 8-year-olds for sure.
For sure. Y'all won the whole damn thing. Teamwork. Shout out to Teamwork.
No, this was not Teamwork. That was my high school team. This team was called Crons. You ever heard of, you might have seen it in like locker rooms and stuff. It's called like Ready Nutrition. So that's who I'm signing with for like
nutrition,
sports drink. And
I got to see it. Maybe I'll get
it. Like Golden State has it in their locker room, like Ready sports drink, Ready protein
I think I know
water.
what you're talking about. I think I know what you're talking about.
So the guy who founded that company, his name is Pat Kavanaugh. He was my dad's college teammate at Pitt.
Really?
His brand was called Crons, Come Ready or Never Start. And he was our sponsor for 2nd grade nationals. So our team was called Team Crons.
Got you. Okay. So talk about high school basketball. How was that for you? Like,
now that's when things started to, so we talked about 2nd grade nationals.
Yeah.
Up here.
Yeah.
Tell an 8-year-old that you're number one. Nobody's better than you.
Right.
Yeah.
And like individually, we were all good. Like we all could hoop. And then I was a late bloomer. So like.
You were short.
I was short.
Yeah.
My freshman year of high school, I was 5'8".
Oh, so you was playing like point guard.
I was a point guard.
You was a point guard.
As I went through middle school, I always thought like, and you don't expect to like be a late bloomer. Nobody expects to be a late bloomer.
Right.
And my parents are like tall, big
That's
people.
And they was hoopers.
And they're hoopers. So like, and my older brother was always like bigger and stronger.
You got three brothers.
One older, 2 younger.
Yep.
And my older brother was like always the big, strong kid, always bigger and stronger than everybody. Me, I played up starting in like 4th grade. And our team was really good. Mike Young, who played with me at Pitt, we played together since we were in early middle school. Devin Wilson played at Virginia Tech. Geno Thorpe played at Penn State, USF, and Syracuse. We had good players, but I was so small compared to them because I was like not only like kind of just a little dude for my grade, but I was playing up. So that's how I became a shooter. Was because like
you got to separate yourself.
You got to do something. You got to add value somewhere. And I was like, I'm not going in there and get like I'm like the smallest thing.
For sure.
So that's how I started shooting, and it was kind of like out of necessity. Like I'm
Have
going to
you
contribute.
ever thought about like that might have got you where you are today?
100%. And we talk about this in my family all the time. Like, what is the benefit of playing against like super high level competition?
No, I'm not even talking about that. You being short early.
Yeah, but I could have like peeled back, played my grade, not been on like a national type circuit.
Because you can look at it different ways.
And then
I was the tall, athletic guy.
Exactly.
So I wasn't working on that as I could. Because I was like, I could just get to the cup. Elevate, go right over top of somebody. I could hit somebody, go through contact.
I could not do that at a young age. So everybody was bigger. And then even back in school, like AAU aside, back in school, 4th grade, I played 6th grade. 7th grade, I played 9th grade. I was always 2 grades above, so I was always small. So that's how, and I think that is how it carried over. But it also gave me something where like shooting is my skill to always fall back on. If I can't get the rest of my game going. But like I've had points in my career where I have not necessarily been like a
scorer.
No, like a catch and shoot guy. So like at a certain point, 6th grade, for example, they wouldn't allow me to play up. So 6th grade, I had to play my grade. And then I wasn't a 3-point shooter as much. I was doing it and I did everything else, but like I could body guys. I could score on anybody. Like I was more so bigger, stronger than my
6th graders.
Defenders. But I mean, as I got older and I wasn't growing as much and I had to shoot, like that's when I fall back. I got to shoot threes again because I can do that. I can do that if I can't get everything else going. Then I get to high school. I'm the littlest guy on the court again. I'm shooting threes. But by my senior year at high school, I was ball in my hand 24/7, not really shooting threes. It was all like mid-range, ball screens. So like, and then I get to college, back to shooting threes because it's like, that's what I like. Like, that's what I can do. I'm going to show my game from there.
So in high school, you did end up becoming the guy.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
I was 5'8" as a freshman, 130 pounds. I was little. And then I just gradually chunked out a foot to get to 6'7" by my senior year, 6'6". And over that time,
that's a crazy.
But you wonder why my hip and everything. It's just I'm trying to play AAU. I'm trying to play football. I'm trying to play basketball. I'm running every day. I'm lifting with the football team after school. I don't really know what I'm doing. Why does my shoulder hurt? I hope that just means I'm getting stronger. Why does my hip hurt? From squatting. I hope that means I'm getting stronger. I think I just put a lot of stress on my body on that young age when my body's like, bro, I'm trying to grow. Like I got a foot to grow. I got a foot to grow.
Yeah, be patient, kid.
And that, like, you know, especially if you're somebody who like isn't maturing. Like my teammates on the football team, like I told you, 8th grade, the football coach comes and says like, I want you guys to play varsity. So what do me and all my classmates do? Middle school bell rings, we run over to the high school, get changed and go lift with the high school team. And my teammates, they starting to get like,
they starting to get big.
And they're like, and I'm like, but why my shoulder hurt like that? I'm like, y'all shoulder hurt too? We're military pressing. I'm like, go down, take that 10-pound plate off.
Listen, you're in middle school,
but we're like 14.
You ain't supposed to be lifting like that.
But we want to play football in Western PA. This is what we do.
That's what you do.
So, you know, and body was growing, going through, you know, just trying to, you know how kids grow and you're like, all right, let me figure out my game again. Let me figure out my game again. So that was just the process over and over and over again for a couple of years.
What was so we talk about like a low point of high school that got you to kind of click for you?
Point. There's two. There's bookend. That bookended on low points, which is bad, right? Like my freshman year was like supposed to be a lot of fun for my family because my older brother was a senior and I was a freshman.
Okay.
And I was supposed to be the point guard and he was supposed to be the big man. But my coach, he wasn't really rocking with me. He said he was always of the mindset of like, this is the super talented kid as a kid, but he doesn't work hard enough. He like thinks everything's going to be given to him. So they were on me every single day. Barely ever played me. And it was frustrating.
Yeah.
Because like you know how good you are as a kid. You know you done played against the best of the best. Now I'm in Western PA where there's not really even hoopers. Like at the time, we weren't known as a hooping area. We're not like North Carolina where like NBA player, NBA, like Western PA, like we were trying to get out D1 players at that time. So with that being the perception, it was hard on me to like accept that as a freshman, I'm not coming in starting varsity immediately. And my brother was killing. So like I know my parents would absolutely love to like watch us both be doing our thing at the same time. So like that, like I knew it. I was way too aware of it at the time. And it like ate at me every single day as a kid. Every single day. I was so disappointed, like frustrated, like why couldn't I have grown a little bit quicker? I didn't even know if I was gonna grow because my older brother done stopped growing already at 6'2.5".
Yeah.
So it was frustrating. But then, you know, you just keep putting your head down, working. I get to the end of high school, senior year. I was going to commit before the season. I had a lot of mid-major offers. I liked Toledo. Toledo was cool. I was like, this is good, but I can do better. I got teams calling my phone. They want to come watch me work out. These schools want me to go prep. These schools say they're going to offer me if I go prep. I was like, I am nowhere near the best version of myself.
Yeah.
I'm a bet on myself.
Yeah.
So I didn't sign. Toledo ended up pulling the scholarship for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And I was like, whatever.
Toledo,
like,
stupid ass.
Whatever. So I go into the season and I start 30, 35, 30, 35. And I'm cooking, right?
Yeah.
It's easy. Whatever I want to get to.
Light work.
Teams throwing junk defenses.
Play the clips.
Junk defenses. Scoring. And we get down the stretch of the season. I get sick at the end of the season. I get some type of infection, knocks me off my feet. I miss senior night. Like, and I only missed like one game all of high school. So that was hard. But I lost. I was already like only 175. I was like under 160. I was like 157. And I was like,
so you lost a whole lot of weight when you were sick. Yeah.
I was like, couldn't eat, couldn't keep anything down. So I go into the second round game. If we win this game, we're automatically in states. I got such and such major team calling my phone saying, if you guys win, like, not if you guys win, like, I'm coming to watch you in the playoffs. I'm coming to watch you in the playoffs. Like, we're excited to come watch you in the playoffs. We're excited to see you guys go through the playoffs. I had probably 5-6 teams call me going into the playoffs saying that. And my last game of high school, we played the team that knocked us out the year before, a team that we knew we should have beat. Started off the game, it was cool, up 10. I get in foul trouble on some dudes, like full court denying me and like just like move. Like, why are you like breathing on my face 94 feet away from the basket? Just like weak ticky-tack fouls.
I was going to say this right quick. Cam's game recognition is...
I remember every game.
So crazy.
Me and Cam, like when we were in college, we would always go to this place called Conky.
We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that eventually. We're going to get to that eventually.
We talk about stuff like this. Our game recognition and stuff is insane.
I can remember every game in high school.
Bro. It's nuts.
I can remember I just remember games.
It's nuts.
Moments and stuff like that.
I can remember every game in the league. I can remember every one of them.
I could do the same. It's nuts.
I just remember them.
That's how we got along so well. We could talk about the times we played against each other. We could talk about every single play.
Or I could close my eyes and be back in that senior. Like, I can see the gym.
Yeah.
I can see my coach on the sideline.
Right.
Like,
it's nuts.
And obviously, a game you're supposed to win. Game gets close all the way down to the buzzer. Second half, both my calves cramp, so I cannot run. I'm like, I'm trying to drink water, Gatorade on the sideline. I'm struggling. Down to the end of the game, I get bumped, miss the shot, 2 free throws to go up 1. I hit both. 5 seconds left. Other team dribbles down the court. Dude dribbles into no man's land in the corner. my whole team goes and watches him. He spins around. Another dude comes in like trail, hits a jump shot from the top of the key to beat us. Boom. High school career over, just like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like super depressed off rip.
Right.
Like not even anything funny. Like I was in a bad place.
Yeah.
I would not go to school in the mornings. I would like wait like an extra hour and a half, 2 hours, drive one into school. They'd be like, you're late again. I'd be like, I don't really even care. Like I'd sit there in class. Like it really wore on me because none of those coaches called me. None of them.
It's tough.
And like, bro, I had not accomplished anything in high school. Like that was my time to
shine.
I finally kind of grew into my own. I'm leading the team. This was my time.
You got sick unexpectedly.
And boom, just like that, all gone. So I was like, man, like, what am I gonna do? And then after that is my mom came in, like she would talk to me and she'd be like, everything happens for a reason. Like God has a plan. And it's so hard to hear that in those moments.
God, especially a little kid.
I'm like, I don't like,
you like, bro,
I ain't trying to hear that right now.
Plan be? What could this plan be? Where is this taking me? Like,
what is your plan?
It's been hard enough. It's been hard enough. Give me a break.
Give me a blueprint. Tell me it's gonna get better on the Tuesday.
Yeah.
So just a couple of weeks later, Pitt comes calling, and I had been in a little bit of contact with them, but they had never offered me. And they're like, we want to come watch you work out.
Yeah.
I'm like, cool. We set up a date.
Kevin, what was the coach name?
No. This was Jamie Dixon.
Jamie, yes. Jamie's
so
there.
Pitt is known at this time for having like New York, Philly, inner city tough guys ready to fight at a moment's notice.
Yeah, facts. Ready
so I'm
to
like,
brawl,
this is where I fit in. This is the place I want to be at. This is for me.
Yeah.
I love this. But 5 days before that, I'm playing pickup at Pitt in the rec center just to play, like, cause I'm in high school. I just want to go find games wherever I can. Go up to catch a lob, break my ankle, jump off somebody's foot, here, broken ankle, which was 4 weeks, broken ankle, bones heal.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, like, I can't catch a break.
Yeah.
They come around after that 4-week period, watch me on an Easter Sunday, offer me on the spot. I commit an hour later, and that's how I ended up at Pitt.
Dang.
That's one hell of a story. Jesus Christ.
Otherwise, I probably would have gone prep school.
Yeah. I mean, so let's go ahead and get into college, man. Like you get to Pitt, you're in there with inner city guys, tough guys.
I love them dudes, man.
Yeah.
I love them dudes
who
because
it was like
they were just big bro. Like my team, they took care of me. Like they tried. I had teammates that really saw something in me.
Yeah.
They would push me. They're like, that's not good enough.
Yeah.
Right. You're not like, that's not tough enough. So I was in there like fighting for my life every day. These are grown men. I'm like 18. These dudes are 22, 21, 23.
Yeah.
And I had a couple of guys that just would like look at one of the guys, Deron Johnson. He was out that year coming from an ACL, always in my ear. Always in my ear. One of our walk-ons, Mike Lisak, every single day he'd look at me and be like, you're a pro. I'm like ranked 250. I'm same class as Theo, 2014. I'm ranked like 270, like just because I committed to it.
Did you watch that stuff?
No, I wasn't on it. So why would I watch it? But I watched the guys in my age. Like I would watch the hoop mixtapes and stuff. So
we need to get to that. We got to go back to that. Who was a guy that you watched in high school that was like mixtape wise?
Austin Rivers.
Yeah,
hoop mixtape went crazy. John Wall's hoop mixtape went crazy.
John is universal.
But then there's the guys in our grade. I remember Theo's.
Yeah. Hey, listen.
Theo, let's talk about your
Theo's hoop mixtape
was up there. Mine
because I'm from North Carolina, we so close. I don't really
mine was up there.
It was like that.
His is up there. I'm telling you, his is up there.
I'm gonna go watch that.
It's because it was like mine was like more all around. I wasn't just.
Who was a little dude from Baltimore? Akil Carr.
Oh, his
crazy.
His was crazy.
His was nuts.
His was crazy.
Yeah,
it was nuts. What was the high school player before we go back to college? Well, who was somebody that you looked at was like? For me, it was John. I was like, I want to be at the same level of like stardom that he's at.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Was there any player that you looked at?
There's a couple. There was one guy from my region. His name was Terrell Pryor. Remember Terrell?
He played football.
Yes.
He
played
for Ohio State.
With the Ohio
yes,
State.
he was the number one. He was the number one football player in the country in his recruiting
monster.
class. Crazy at football. Like he had some games in high school that were like legendary. There's a school in our area called Aliquippa, produces pros like left and right. Like
I've seen them play on TV.
Darrell Revis, Ty Law, John Baldwin was a guy that Terrell played against. He's like beat him like 60-20. went
Sheesh.
crazy.
Yeah.
But people don't realize Terrell, like he could still be in the league now if he stayed hooping.
Yeah.
He was like a top 40 recruit, didn't put that much time into basketball because of football.
Yeah.
He's like
nice.
the number
He was
7
nice in
small
football.
forward, top 40 recruit. Like I remember I was at a game and we would just go watch him just because he was cold. Like
Yeah.
my dad would be like, let's go watch Terrell, because we had known Terrell since he was younger.
Yeah.
He was inbounding the ball, and I've never seen a high schooler do this, but he threw the ball off the back of the inbounder, like stepped in bounds, caught it off his back, dunked it. Like
Yo, football players got stupid
Oh, yeah,
bounce.
they're
though.
athletic.
stupid bounce,
They got
had
stupid
skill
bounce.
too. So that was somebody who was like that. He's him. Like he could
Sheesh.
play football, basketball, whatever.
But
he got it.
even football, though, he was like a crazy wide receiver,
Bro.
but playing quarterback.
Throw it off his back
Yeah, that's
and catch it at the
in the
same
air.
time, dunk it. That's different.
Yeah.
that's like some.
That is
He
way
was
different.
he was
Tight.
different. So that was one dude in our area who I was like, yeah, like I want to be like him
Mhm.
for sure.
So back to college, we had to go back and
We
get
had to-
that.
we had to get
go
the
back and get
mixtapes.
that. So back to college, you're at Pitt.
Oh, I got to go back to high school one more time because there was
Okay.
a team that I loved and when I was
Okay.
growing up.
Go ahead.
It's called Shenley High School.
Mhm.
Shenley High School.
They had DeJuan Blair. You remember DeJuan Blair?
DeJuan Blair,
Played
yeah.
in the
No
league.
kneecaps.
DJ Kennedy. He played at St. John's. He's been overseas.
Yeah, he been
TBT.
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 Yeah,
Yes.
he cold.
And they had this little point guard named Onion who probably scored like 1 point a game.
Man, that was
Onion.
I don't remember Onion's real name, to be honest. But it was them three were the main three. And then do you remember DeAndre Kane played at Iowa State?
Yes.
So
Oh,
he was a couple years younger than them.
Yes.
And then DeJuan's little brother, Greg, who played football in college.
Mhm.
That was their 5. That was their
Gotta have
mob.
you one
Sheesh.
football player.
And they
Yeah.
were elite.
nice.
Elite.
Yeah.
And that team, like my dad had known them all since they were coming up. So we'd
Mhm.
always go watch their games. That was a group of guys. I was like I want to play for a team like Shenley.
Yeah.
And all y'all grew up in the same area.
This is Pittsburgh. This is all
Pittsburgh.
yeah.
Okay, got you.
That's
Okay,
dope,
got you.
bro. I mean, that's pretty unique from like both fields of
Mhm.
football and basketball that you look up to. Like, I just want to be on the same level as them.
Yeah.
I mean, just following their footsteps. And Terrell was
Yeah, that's what I say. I don't think I ever.
a monster.
was different.
He was different.
different.
He
In that
was
high school, he was
different.
different.
He was
different.
different.
But back to Pitt, like you can easily say that made you a tougher player. Going there.
100%.
Yeah.
And it was a lesson that like you
Not
have
saying you were weak before, but
no,
like,
but like you don't. I'm a kid, and let me set this straight off rip. I accept my scholarship, and like the whole city is like, why did Pitt recruit him? He's not a Pitt player. He's
Yeah.
barely a Power 5 level
Yeah.
player. Like he can't play in it. He might play his redshirt senior year a
Right.
couple minutes, like as a
Yeah.
bench guy. And so people are like kind of like going crazy on
Killing
me,
you.
like killing me, like give me
Yeah.
a chance. Like the coach offered me, I accepted scholarship, like get over it, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna play. Like don't worry about
Yeah.
me. So I already had that kind of on my back. So I'm like, I gotta prove something.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I know this is gonna be hard. Like I'm gonna be in it every day. Man, the lifts, crazy. Workouts every day, crazy. Now, in retrospect, I will say, age aside, like my capabilities aside, what they had us doing at that time was 5 times harder, 10 times harder than what we did at Carolina.
Big East is a football.
Yeah,
But it was
I mean,
ACC. But like the lifts,
No, y'all just got in ACC.
yeah, we just so
Y'all
like
just got in
exactly.
ACC.
So like
If
it
you
had
play
to,
Big East football.
it had
I mean,
to
basketball,
transition. It
you
had to
lift
transition, and it was our Big East coaching staff, Big East strength coaches.
That
Exactly.
makes sense.
So
then.
like
That makes
we would
sense.
have like 4 sets of 20 pull-ups.
Yes.
Like
Sheesh.
we were having like max squat, max bench.
Yeah.
I'm in there fighting for my life every day.
Every.
Bro,
single
I'm so
day.
sure at the end of every workout, at the end of every day, I don't know any better.
So
I
that
just
was your welcome to
assume-
college. Those lifts.
100%. So I left high school early. I enrolled in college early May. So I went to first summer session. You know how
Mhm.
freshmen usually come
Yeah,
second? I went to both.
Mhm.
And bro, like I still had to go back to school for like graduation and stuff. And I remember I would be coming in school, they'd be, you all right? I'd be like,
I'm just hurting right
My
now.
body.
My
They-
body.
they're getting me right
I
now.
got muscles I didn't even know that I had.
but they're
Working.
gone now. Now
Yeah.
they're not working. Like
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
like I can't feel my quad,
Yeah.
man.
Yep.
And I was just I didn't know any better. And then by the time the season rolled around, it was like, I remember practices would be so hard. Everybody felt this way. But like as a freshman, I remember I'd sit in my locker for like 45 minutes. every day before practice, like, can I do this today?
Yeah.
Do I have the strength to fight? Man, it was hard, but it was like, I wasn't going to back down.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to like ever give in, quit, complain, cry, not give 100%. So it was just like, I just thought that was what I had to do.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's one of those things where you have to do it. So you mentally just got to figure it out at that point.
Like I go back in that arena right now and like, I can feel that like
memories.
PTSD sitting on my shoulders. It's like I was just in there this summer and I'm playing pickup with the guys that are there now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, am I in a different position than I was back then?
Because
I remember when some of the old guys would come back to play with us.
Yeah.
And man, those are just times where like you look back and you become so thankful, so grateful, so blessed to be able to get to where you are, because there are a lot of players that are super talented.
Yeah.
A lot of players that are really capable of playing at the NBA level.
You just can't figure
but
out
there's
the
only
shit.
450.
Yeah.
Something separates people. And it can be anything. It could be any demon. Lucky. It could be any unfortunate circumstance. But there is like a lot of factors other than hooping that can get you to that spot.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
And bro, like playing in that arena, pick up as a pro, knowing like I've had some of my I've ran down the court in the middle of practice, thrown up unexpectedly to the point where it comes out of my nose and I don't even stop and think twice about it. I'm still running with like throw up coming out, like, cause it was just hard.
Yeah. But you weren't gonna quit or give up.
No, absolutely not. That was not an option.
Bro, I remember I was when I was at Carolina my freshman year, I was trying to be I'm coming in with like
win every
Carolina
sprint.
Blue, 13.
You wore the blue socks? You wore the blue socks?
Bro, no, my shoes was crazy.
But you wore the blue socks?
I wore the blue socks.
I know you did.
My socks,
Nobody wears the blue socks.
My shoes was crazy.
Nobody wears the blue socks.
Nobody wears the blue socks.
My shoes was crazy, heavy as hell.
But you were him in high school. Like you come into high school.
But I'm coming in, I'm like, I'll be all right. I'm gonna be all right.
I do this.
Boy, when I said, after the first 2 or 3 practices, I said, hold on, wait. Let me get some shoes that feel good that I can run in.
So you're not playing in the 11s right now?
No, I'm not playing in the 11s. I'm playing in some like CPs. I'm playing in some CPs Comfort, light, so I can get up and down the floor.
Yeah.
I'm running like hell. Bruh, I'm telling you, college is different, bruh. Like,
it's different.
And you got a unique experience. Yeah, you got a unique experience. Talk about this though, because you went from the Big East. Were you there?
No, it was all ACC.
It was all ACC for you.
But
you had the Big East coaching staff and training.
And they were crazy.
Yeah.
Bro, our practices would be 4 hours long. We'd be playing defense all day. We had one drill. It was a box out drill. And a lot of teams have this. It's not anything crazy, but it was 2 people on the blocks, 2 people on the elbows, and the coach would shoot the ball. And
gotta go hit him.
You gotta go get it. Yeah. But it was not anything goes, bro. We were literally throwing punches. We were tackling people. The best move that I seen was one of our seniors. He had this thing where he would run at both the people who were boxing out and try to like tackle them both so his man can go get the ball.
Damn. And it was legal.
They never stopped anything.
They was out there playing
and
football.
We had this drill. The worst time I had this drill was we played in Maui my freshman year. Fresh off the plane.
That's what
fresh off the plane. You don't even get to the hotel. We drive straight to this little gym in Maui, not the one that you play at, a separate one. Open the door, turn the lights on, dust flying everywhere, bats flying everywhere around the gym. The hoop looks like it's at like 9'8". And we go in there, first drill, box out drill. So like my ankles are swollen from the flight, like I'm sore. And me and the other freshman, Ryan, get caught in the frying pan is what we called it. We got caught in the frying pan and we were in there for probably like 25 minutes. And you're not getting any better. You're just getting more tired until they were like, we ended up getting 2 boards, 3 boards in a row, whatever it was. But like, it tested every bit of you.
Yeah, they was out there.
Listen. That's why they won't win.
So practices were crazy.
Everybody was banged up for the game.
Listen, if I was gonna play for a football team, just convert me.
Right.
Give me a fucking helmet.
Yeah,
the dudes were tough.
Yeah, that's
y'all
were
tough. Was a tough ass team, but shit.
And we would fight each other was the thing.
That's why y'all was tired every game.
Yeah, I mean,
Y'all was tired every game.
Y'all was playing games before the game was even played.
No, but that's different. I can get into that in a second,
for sure.
too. But, yeah, like...
So you prefer, which one did you prefer?
Experience-wise?
Yeah, experience-wise.
The one that I was older and it was easier.
Yeah.
And we won more.
Yeah.
Which one you...
So Cam went to Pitt for 3 years. Went to Pitt for 3 years. What year were y'all pretty good?
The middle one.
The middle one.
Yeah.
That was the year with who?
What's that, like 2015?
Y'all still had everybody. Y'all had
James Robinson.
James Robinson, Young.
Mike Young, Jamel Artis. Chris Jones.
Yep.
Sheldon Jeter, myself, Ryan Luther. And then 2 grad transfer. Yes. The same team we had the next year. Yeah. We had the changing coaching staff.
Oh, yeah. Y'all had to change the coach. Yeah,
bro,
yeah.
The next year's team should have been better. We lost James, which was big, the point guard, James Robinson.
No, James changed everything, though.
Career, like, assist-to-turnover ratio leader in the history of the NCAA.
It was
just super steady PG.
Never turned the ball over.
But literally everybody else we brought back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we were, like, we came into the season honestly thinking, like, if we're not, like, top 15 preseason, like, there's something wrong.
There's something wrong, yeah.
Were y'all?
No.
Were y'all even ranked?
No. So we were, like, we thought we were... But we had this argument. We had this argument in the meal room. I said, every team in college basketball comes into the season thinking that they could at least make the NCAA tournament, win their conference, and have a chance to win the national championship. You're like, no way every team comes into the season thinking that they know they're going to lose.
Okay,
they know they're going to lose. Do you remember this?
Let me.
I'm like, no, I promise you, even the worst teams in
I'm glad I'm blessed to have this platform and say this. Every team comes in thinking that dumb shit. But every team don't have a realistic chance of doing it.
No shot.
Okay. You played for Carolina for 2 years.
But we legitimately had a good team.
You have a legitimate chance when you go to Carolina.
Every time.
Yes.
But I'll say this, that last Pitt team I had, that was
you have the personnel.
Record. We had the personnel 100% to have been.
Well, how'd y'all finish the middle year? What'd you finish that year? Like in the tournament?
We lost in the first round of Wisconsin.
How do you see that as potential for the next year?
Well, we shouldn't have lost that game, first of all.
Y'all lost to who?
Wisconsin. It was like 40. The final score was like 42 to 39.
That's nasty.
And we started off up 20-6.
Oh, sheesh.
So we scored like 20 points over the course of like 30 minutes.
That's nasty.
Because our goal was to slow the game down a little bit, which I don't know how that happened.
Wow.
But
coaching,
you play Wisconsin. It was tough. That game was tough.
Yeah.
It was a game we knew we shouldn't have been in that position in the first place. That's the game after we lost to you guys in the AC tournament.
Smack that ass.
Yeah. And we were winning.
Y'all beat us early in the year?
No. We beat you the year before.
Y'all got close. Yeah. Y'all was about to beat us.
The year we were really bad, we should have beat you guys. Not should have, but we had the ball down 2 with a shot to win.
Yeah, and y'all missed it.
Yeah.
We played them in the tournament. Bust that ass.
In the ACC tournament?
Yeah. We was at Carolina and we was in the mirror room one time.
Yeah, this is how my teammates treated me for
This might have been the one time Cam actually did not like me.
What do you think he's gonna say? What do you think he's gonna say before he gets into this?
Knowing Dio, you probably talking shit or something.
But what did he do?
Mm-hmm.
Played the clip.
He went and put up the game. So we're all in the mirror room eating, and he's like being all sneaky, and then he comes and sits down. And it's like, what's up? Next thing you know, bro, the game is playing. I'm like, why you like? He's playing he's playing like the 15-minute extended highlight version of the game.
Highlight joke.
So and from the Carolina media team. So it's all Carolina buckets. So I'm out there looking crazy.
I mean, I threw Bryce a lob, punched it, came down, punched it.
Yeah.
Cam was on there a lot too. Cam was on there too many times.
I played the game.
I was in the game.
I was in the game.
And I knew it. Cam was mad the whole game. So, and I know he was.
And I had stitches in my elbow. I was.
Yeah. So I played in the middle room. He was pissed. I knew I made him mad. He's like, Theo, I fucking hate you. I was like, damn.
But everybody always has something to say about Pitt. I don't know.
Oh my God, we was on Pitt ass. We took a play from them.
Hey, I ain't gonna hold you. Mikhail said it. Yo,
I know.
Mikhail definitely
we
said
gotta
it.
cut that.
I was like, uh-oh.
No, we actually, before we get to that, so you got your last year in Pitt, and then you decide to transfer.
Which was hard.
Which was,
it's my dad played at Pitt. I'm from Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
It's a team that offered me that scholarship, took that chance on me when other schools were saying, go prep, we'll offer you prep. They was like, we'll take you right now.
Yeah.
So it was hard.
Yeah.
And I mean, on the other hand, we had a new coach. We had a whole new athletic department. We had an entirely new team. It was only Ryan and I. We had team meetings after that last season I played at Pitt. It'd be Ryan and I sitting in the team meeting. It's 2 people. Our team meeting was 2 people. So it was hard.
Wait, it wasn't mandatory?
No, it was. There was only people on the team. Everybody was transferred.
Everybody's left.
We had 7, 8 transfers.
I'm like, coach.
And it was
sayonara.
Like, bro, and we had like 4 recruits signed. None of them were like good. Respect to them, but they were supposed to come in and learn under people. They weren't supposed to come in and be starters from day one.
Yeah.
So I looked at the writing on the wall. They're preaching to me like, you'll get all the shots. You'll be able to reset the culture. You'll be able to provide something for the future. So you're telling me I'm just going to lose for 2 years and dip?
You better be ass for 2 years.
But you can. I would have been able to shoot the ball every time.
Right. So get your stats up. And that's it.
I don't like losing.
Yeah,
nobody does. So that was where I drew the line. I was like, I got to do what's best for myself.
Yeah.
Like I want to be in the league. I want to do this.
People don't know this. It was a struggle to get my man to Carolina.
Was it?
Super
Too far from home, or
no.
He was ready to go.
Oh, he was ready to go.
Actually,
hold on. Who'd you consider? Who else was?
Arizona was.
Oh yeah. We was worried about that. We was worried about that.
Sean and my dad played together at Pitt. So I had known Sean Miller since I was a kid.
Your daddy played with everybody at Pitt.
Right.
I didn't know that many damn people went to Pitt.
But that's the benefit of having a basketball family.
For sure.
You have random connections.
Yeah.
Where like
Pitt should have won.
Coach Cal was the GA the year before my dad got to Pitt. Wow. So they had known each other for 30 years. And
Cam was when people found out he was transferring, everybody was like, "Oh shit, we need to get on this one."
So I like Kentucky and Arizona. Coach Cal, Sean Miller, 2 guys that I've known my whole life.
Yeah,
2 guys that I feel comfortable playing for.
Right.
I chose Arizona, thinking Coach Miller told me such and such wasn't going to come back to school. The spot is yours. Such and such did end up coming back to school, and it's like, that's their roster. That's their team from last year. There's no need to jump in there and be like, where's my spot?
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's just unnecessary. So I was like, oh, good. Somebody committed to Kentucky, taking the spot that I would have had at Kentucky. So then I was looking at like UCLA, Oregon.
You always got to play.
This whole entire time, I was not even allowed to speak to Carolina. Because on my release, my transfer release, it said I can't talk to teams in our conference or on our schedule. I can't go there. I thought that was unfair. What if I wanted to go to an ACC school? And for some reason, I appealed it because I thought maybe I want to go to some ACC school, but the only school in my head was Carolina.
Yeah.
So I was not like, let me see what
Duke are talking about.
No, I was like, maybe the only school I go to, and the other school I go to in the ACC. I was like, let me appeal this. So I appealed it. It took so long for that process. So that's when I did all the other recruiting. That's when I figured out everything else. But then they come back to me. They grant me my appeal. They set me a time and date. This is a crazy thing. I don't know if you noticed. I was playing pickup. I was at Ohio State playing pickup. Just drove down to Columbus. Like, I want to see what these dudes about. Play pickup with them. I was playing with them. And I got a call while I was playing. I get back to my phone. I got a call, like literally as I'm getting back to my phone. And then I miss it. I get a text message. It says like, this is such and such from the athletic department office. Like, we're calling to schedule you a time for your appeal. You didn't answer, so we're going to cancel it and try to reschedule it for like 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
I'm like,
wait, let's do it. Let's do it right now.
What are you talking about? Like, you gave me 3 minutes.
I'm up here hooping trying to get better.
You gave me 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So then they're like, all right, we'll do it tomorrow morning. So I drive back home. I have this meeting in the morning. I show up. It's me and 2 compliance officers, and a board of like Pitt administration, like university administration that will decide. The compliance officers come in with binders. This is precedent. This is this. This is that. I come in there just myself, like, this is what I think. Everything's changed. Everything down to the school colors and the school logo has changed. Team, coach, athletic department,
Yeah.
players. This is not the school that I came
committed
to.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. I fulfilled my academic obligations. I graduated. I tried to serve the university well. I tried to be a proud representative of the university, never got in any trouble.
Yep.
I'm trying to do what's best for my future. Why should they be able to decide what school I go to?
Yeah.
And that was basically my argument. They come back, they take that information, they come back. This is another 2 weeks. So this is why it all took so long to start talking to Carolina.
Got it.
They said, you're free to talk to ACC schools and schools on the schedule. And I'm like, I read that part of the email. I'm like, great. But then I keep reading and it says, but if you do go to one of those schools, you have to sit out your first year and play and only be able to play your second as if you were a regular transfer. I was like, nah, I can't. Because I didn't even want to, I wasn't even planning on staying my fifth year.
Right.
There was not one bit of me that planned on staying at Carolina for 2 years. It was supposed to only be a 1 year process. I didn't even, there was a point where I had decided between testing the waters and transferring.
Yeah.
And I decided to transfer. Then it was like, I'm only going to do this for 1 year.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to leave.
So when you left Pitt, you felt comfortable enough to go to the league at that time?
Not fully. That's why I did it.
Oh, okay.
I thought about it.
You thought about it.
And I thought about the possibility of it. I'm tall, shot 42% from three. It's like that stuff rings. But there was definitely some stuff that I had to prove, show, get better. I probably wouldn't have been drafted.
Right.
I would have tried to scrap for a two-way or something. I would have scrapped for a late pick.
You wouldn't have got
I would have been in that group.
You wouldn't have got a two-way that year. They didn't come till
that was the first year.
Oh, that was the first year?
Oh, was it?
That was a big thing on getting on thinking about doing it. I would have scrapped. You know how many people they tell that will go in the second round?
Yeah.
You know how many people are you're projected to be a mid to late second rounder? There's 15 mid to late second round picks, but 60 guys that have that label, which is true because any one of them dudes can be picked.
Yeah.
It's just up to the team, whatever they decide. But
then we called the big dog. Coach Williams got into play.
But yeah, so I ended up being able to talk to Carolina, but I told Coach Williams, Coach Roy,
this was happening.
This is what they're telling me. I'd love to come play here, but I can't sit out that year. So we'll figure it out.
Yeah, he said, all right.
Hey, sometimes you just got to call the right people. Sometimes you just got to go over people's heads and say, you know what?
Tell the right people.
Coach Fred,
just called him
I talk to Coach Fred about this all the time. It was like, what can we do? And they had lawyers on it. And basically how I got that year is they said the wording of the graduate transfer rule gives no room for a school to decide how much eligibility a player has.
Yeah.
It was all straight legality.
Yeah.
It was like, it's either you let them apply the grad transfer rule or you don't, or you enforce what you're allowed to enforce. They're only allowed to enforce what they're allowed to enforce, which was where you can go.
Gotcha.
They're not allowed to say how many years you can play.
Yeah.
And they took that back to the Pit, and I'm thinking got it.
But
and Pitt's
fighting.
Pitt said no.
No.
They're basically well, then we'll reverse the decision all in all.
Right.
So guess what? All while this is going on, our AD takes a job at Oregon State, free to go, goes out there.
The AD at Pitt.
The AD at Pitt. So the compliance officers followed him to Oregon State. The ones I argued against, I said, I can't go to play on these schools, then just left and said,
sheesh,
I'm leaving though. You can't go, but I'm leaving.
Yeah.
And 24 hours left on their job before they officially became workers for a different university. They called me. And these are guys academic office, compliance, athletic department. We at Loudermilk, you see those people, you know those people, you talk to those people. I was in SAC, I did all those things. I was in with them, talking to them every day, and now we're arguing against each other. They were my people, and now I'm fighting with them.
Yeah.
And they call me, and they're like, "We have 24 hours left on the job, and you're free to play your 2 years at Carolina. We're letting it go. You're good to go." And that was that.
Sheesh.
Wow. That's nuts.
You got a crazy college experience.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it was wild.
You got a lot going on, buddy.
Man.
It was wild.
Hey, but they said sayonara, have fun.
But it was who
hosted you in your official visit?
Everybody.
What we do?
Nothing.
Hey, y'all whack.
I had plenty of visits in high school and stuff where like we were going out. I didn't need to go out.
By that time
I didn't need to see what
what
was going on at the library.
We did something.
We went out to eat.
Where'd we go?
What's up?
Did we go bowling or something? Or no, we went to Coach Davis' house.
No.
What'd we do?
What's
Did
that
we
place
really
next
do
to the Silver
nothing?
Spot? Stone. What's that place?
Oh, we went there?
With me, you, and Joel.
I was about to say, how the hell did you commit?
Because I was 21 years old, bro.
Yeah. You was a bit.
Or 22. I was 22
He
years old.
said he had seen it
How old was
already.
21. I was
Yeah,
21 years old. I was 21 years old.
Well, all I know is we needed you because we had lost Justin.
21 years old. Like I didn't need to. You didn't need to take me to the frat.
Yeah,
Take me to the library.
Yeah.
Take me here and there and
show
show me.
We went. I think
exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that
stuff wasn't stuff. I was like, I want to go here.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
no,
it
I
wasn't
was
that
like,
type of time.
show me the hoop.
We were really just talking to him like why we needed him.
Who would my
there.
teammates be?
Yeah.
Why would I fit? Like, I didn't need all that other stuff.
Exactly.
So
But that shows how like mature that team was already. You know what I mean? Because it was like
and we
more
just
so
came
about
off
winning.
winning. We just came off winning.
And y'all
Stony River.
Stony River. Yeah.
That's
Stony
what it
River.
is.
Hey, listen.
And then I would go. I went to Sutton's with Luke and Kenny. The next, like I don't remember. I don't remember the second dinner. Oh, we went to Ruth's Chris in Raleigh.
Ruth's Chris. Yeah.
Dang, y'all going to Ruth's Chris and
We
stuff
went
like
to Stony River. I can't believe I
But it
even
was
went to
cool.
that. Hey, listen. Respect the Stony River. Y'all had.
Nah, I just went to Stony River.
Not that good.
A couple months ago. It was fire. So
I'm not a big fan. I'm a Ruth's Chris guy.
I think I'm a Ruth's Chris guy as well.
Sweet potato undefeated.
So we needed them. We had just lost Justin. We got him, and we were like, but we came in with a young group, boy. Boy, did we had some Cubs.
Our fair share
Kobe?
of troubles
We
with it
had
too. No, this is before
this
Kobe.
Before Kobe.
We had like 6 freshmen.
Bro,
I was like, oh my goodness, bro.
Really?
Bro, me, Cam, Kenny, and Luke and Joel played. We probably played 35 plus.
Yeah, yeah.
But
And
you didn't play the first.
Yeah, so I got hurt.
Yeah, he got hurt. He didn't play the first half of the season.
You remember? This is crazy. Y'all were.
Speaking of this, listen. Cam,
you remember why I missed the first game?
What'd you do?
It was my neck.
Oh, yeah. My man had a neck stiffness for about weeks.
No, it was like 3 days. I promise you. But I was coming off a screen and I looked this way and Walker comes hedging and hits my head, bro. I like fell to the ground.
We lost our shooter
and I'm
game
like,
one.
and I finished practice.
And I'm over here fucking with him like, Cam. He like,
bro,
you really couldn't move your neck?
The neck sprain, bro. I missed the first or the practice before the first game. I'm trying to come back to play. I catch a pass over my shoulder, go up for a layup on my left, and one of my teammates came and tried to pin it, and we collided in the air. And I didn't see, as practice, I didn't think anybody was going to jump with me.
Yeah.
So I didn't see, and I wasn't looking back over my shoulder because my neck kind of, it wasn't perfect. So I just went up like nobody was there. And we hit, and I landed kind of strange on my foot. And I like sat on my heel.
It was nasty.
And I was like, okay, I'm okay. Like, oh, I'm okay. I got up to get back on defense, and my knee popped. And I was like, what was that? Like, somebody, probably Theo, I'm standing down on half, like at the other 3-point line. They get a stop. He done passed me the ball. I'm standing there like dribbling it, like limping.
That motherfucker out.
Keep
I
it
pass
going.
it. I limp out to the side.
Yo.
Come on, Koya.
Kenny just had all that stuff with his meniscus, and he was describing what it was like.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I can't straighten my knee. I heard the pop. I was like, I got my meniscus, didn't I? MRI showed it. I had torn a piece of my medial meniscus, went into surgery. They clipped it out.
Yeah.
God, I was back in 6 weeks. So I missed the first 11 games.
Boy, Cam was good.
My first game as a Tar Heel? What was it? No.
I forgot.
Coach, pull me aside in the morning. I'm walking through the hallway. He said, son. He said, son.
Yeah.
I'm going to play you about 8 minutes tonight just to get your feet under you. This is a team that we are way more talented than. We should have no problem beating them. I just want you to get out there and get a feel for it. Your first game.
I think we struggled too.
Wofford.
We lost.
We lost to Wofford.
We lost to Wofford.
I'm like, this is how it starts.
Wofford was nice though.
I ended up playing like 16, 17 minutes, which was like, my win was not all the way there yet. I was like,
nice. I struggled.
He coach's like, I gotta leave you out there.
Wofford,
I need you to play more. I need you to play
Justin
more.
Gordon.
No, they had this dude named.
They probably did have a Justin Gordon.
Yeah, they had. Yeah, because Justin went to high school with me. He was.
Oh yeah, you might.
He went to.
They had the little dude.
Yeah.
They had the shooter McGee, and they had the big
McGee.
Jackson.
McGee was
And they beat us out on home court. My first game, I'm 0-1 in North Carolina.
Right before fall break. We went home at the winter break.
We're number 5 in the country.
Yeah.
Number 5.
Right
lost
before
to
winter
Wofford.
break.
The only change was I came into the game. I was like, I'm going through it. I'm like,
Cam was like, oh damn,
what is going on?
Yeah.
But then
I came here for this shit. We losing to Wofford.
Yo.
But then we get it all sorted out. We win, and we had a really good team that year that ended up really figuring it out.
Yeah, we figured.
But what was the secret recipe that year to our success?
We started playing.
No. Okay, off the court.
Our secret recipe. Me and Cam went to this Japanese steakhouse called Kanki after every dub.
No, it was every week so that we would win. We missed it 1 week.
Yeah. If we
And
did,
we
we missed
lost.
the week and we lost. And
So we had to double down the
again.
next week. Go 2. This is like we eating like the full plate,
bro.
no leftovers.
So y'all had to go
this
every
is like
week.
2,000 calories in one meal.
Bro, it was. First of all, I don't know how I was not fat. I do not.
We were
actually, I was
we were
kinda
like
big that
Conky
year. I
regulars.
actually was kind of big that year, but we went to Conky once or twice every week, bro, and just was eat like we would go to midday at the class.
Yeah,
Cam,
off days. Theo, call Theo. Theo,
Yeah.
what you doing?
What we doing?
So as players, are y'all like
I'm at the crib.
superstitious? I know.
You don't try to be,
You
but
don't
you
try
end
to
up
be
being.
this. But if something working,
Maybe it's not as much
don't
superstition as
don't
like
fix it.
that fried
Facts.
rice gets me right.
Yeah,
Gets my
that's
mind
right.
right.
Yeah. Double rice.
Who was our guy? Who was our Joe? Joe, the chef.
I was about to say when y'all walked in, they already knew y'all ordered and everything.
Listen, they sat
No.
us right down.
They sat us right down. No
They
way.
knew us by first name.
And
It's
we
concerning.
would order. We would like the chef hooked us up.
They hooked us up.
I ordered too much chicken. Here you go. Like,
He was like, my fault. I cooked too much shrimp.
Oh,
Do it on the plate.
on the plate.
We walking out of there like some fat asses.
happy though. We
Yeah,
ready
yeah.
to go kill the next game.
So we came up a little short. We lost in the second round. We ran into a perfect storm.
That was the team that was like our worst case scenario.
Yeah, it was the
was
biggest team we ever
Texas
played in.
A&M.
They had Rob
We were the
Williams.
number 1 rebounding team in the country. I was the tallest starter.
Yeah,
Dang.
Dia was the 4, Luke was the 5.
Yeah.
But we could rebound.
we could rebound.
But that team was so
They were
like
huge. I
Luke
was
was
guarding
animal
Rob
down there.
Williams.
he was guarding Rob Williams.
Oh, you was?
Rob Williams was his matchup.
That was my matchup for the night. And the one thing we were good at was shooting threes. We didn't
missed
make
everything.
any that night. Made none. It was crazy. But I want to talk about the next year. Next year, y'all were really good. Y'all had a fucking chance.
That's
Y'all
when you
had
leave,
a
right?
chance. I was going. Yeah, I was going.
So if he
leave
would have
these
stayed
days.
that year,
Yeah,
it would have been too easy.
Yeah, we would have won.
It would have
you stay,
been
y'all
too
win it?
easy.
No doubt about it.
But
No
they-
doubt
but-
about it.
Also, it would have been another 22-year-old on the team.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
vet.
we would have just known how to do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But-
But it was crazy though, because like Cam had a couple injuries that year, but he came into that next year with 2 new hips.
refurbished, not new,
Refurbished. Yeah, refurbished.
That was a
hips.
hard decision to make. It's the summer going into my senior year.
Wait,
I
so
had
you had like
struggled. So I had the knee injury.
Right.
I had a shoulder surgery my freshman year of college. Got me my medical red shirt. That's
Mm-hmm.
how I ended up being able to play five years. But I'm rehabbing everything. But my hip, left and right, I had a cortisone shot in it my sophomore year in college. Struggled through it. It hurt.
I had
didn't know.
nightmares about this shit.
Bro,
Cam
I
says
was-
we're fucked up.
I was like on the table hours every day on the table.
They about to rename.
Before
They about to
practice.
rename our
The training, like our trainer's
training
room.
the
Yeah, like
Johnson room.
it got it. Like it should have my picture. Like
Bruh, he was in there. But credit to
wasn't
him,
like-
he was in there work. Like he did everything he could.
let me tell
to be
you
at
how
his
bad it
best.
was. This is the best way to sum it up. It was so much treatment,
Mhm.
work, mental work
Mm-hmm.
that like during that season, I was like, I really don't know how much longer I could do this. It's hard. It was hard. Hours on the table every day. And just to go out there, play defense, get hit by one
Yeah.
screen, and my hip is back at ground zero.
Yeah.
I feel good one day, so I kind of irritate it, and then it's down bad the next. I'm sitting in class trying to stretch my hip so I can get ready for
I
practice.
thought he was fucking done for life.
So
was
like,
that
When we
bad,
played in the ACC tournament.
oh,
This
Zundu.
big Zundu.
I go baseline, I
This-
catch a pass, I go
I
baseline,
about said it
pump
again,
fake.
but we're gonna cut it out. This big Zundu nigga. He fucking murdered Cam, bruh.
I pump fake. He jumps for the pump fake.
He jumps
I
on his
go up
back
to shoot. He jumped on my back and I folded like a lawn chair. And my hip mobility was not in a place to handle
Play the
that.
clip.
Oh, you was done for.
It was literally
Play the
like a
clip.
lawn chair. Like, boom.
Play the clip.
And his hip.
My back and my hip.
I'm on the other
This
end.
is the
I'm
ACC
like,
tournament. This is the ACC tournament, bro.
I'm like, he's done. We're done.
This is game 2. We had 4 to play. We had
Bruh.
2 more after. So we played the day before. We played that day. Dude tried to end my life, end my career.
Bruh.
I finished that game. I play the next day. I'm hurting. My hip, my back. I'm walking through the hotel like this.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Hey, I had the tournament of my
By
life.
the time the
He
AC
was like,
championship
give
came
me the
around,
ball.
Hey, listen.
Give me the ball.
Yeah.
AC championship comes around. We playing Virginia, bro. I'm down bad. I remember I was
didn't know how
playing
he
defense.
played. I don't know how he played.
Ow,
And
I
then,
couldn't even breathe.
And then
I cut in early second half. I cut for a pass. Luke threw me the ball. I couldn't go get it. I kind of like fell and dove for it. But when I hit the ground, I was like laying there.
Oh, it wasn't,
I'm
it
like,
wasn't no getting back up.
the body wasn't moving right.
I'm not, I can't get up.
My boy.
So they pick me up. They sit me on the bench. They're like, you're done. Like you're not playing well right now.
And Virginia did this, like, they do run this office where, like, they do curls and all, run
I
off,
have to
pin down.
chase.
So you chasing
And
a lot
like,
of people.
Remember
it was
me
a
and Luke went late to
bad,
breakfast?
it was a bad read from our coaches. I think putting Cam on a wing. We should have put him on the 4.
Wilkins.
I should have been guarding the wing
So you could chase.
so
Let me
I could
chill.
chase. But I'm gonna tell you this: when we started that game, I was exhausted.
We had just played 3 games
played
in 3
3
days.
games in 3 days,
Sheesh.
and we had
And the one
championship
before
game.
was a Duke game. So, you know,
It was a Duke game, so
emotionally
it was a
that
little bit
takes.
more, bro.
That's intense.
I was exhausted.
Me too.
Like, I remember when we was warming up, I said, it's gonna take everything in me to finish this game. Yeah, they was late, bro. It was crazy. Like, we
Almost
was going
had
through-
coach crying.
Because you overslept? Or you was just like,
Because-
man, I'm just
No, we
tired.
were
like,
overslept.
Yeah,
We didn't set an
overslept,
alarm
bro.
because like we played at like the 9
We
o'clock
played
tip
it,
every
you know,
night. So we go to
prime
bed at
time,
like
yeah,
3.
yeah.
So we wouldn't have to wake up to like 11. Breakfast at like 11:30. So I was like, I'm not even gonna set an alarm. The sun has woken me up all 4 days
Yeah.
before this, an
Bro.
hour before my alarm. And of course, that day,
Coach started
me
crying.
and Luke.
Coach started crying because usually somebody late got to sit
you
there.
gotta sit out. Yeah.
Yeah.
They got to play. Coach.
Coach is
damn
like,
that.
I feel horrible
Hey,
about
hey,
this.
They just played 3 days,
Yeah.
3 games in 3
Damn
days.
all that.
And
They
we
gotta
were
play.
late, but it's not like we missed breakfast. Like it was 11:32.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Shit,
So
coach-
it wasn't nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
And you know whose fault? You know who we're blaming it on? Clint.
What Clint did.
We're getting on the elevator. We're on like the 12th floor. We got to get to the 2nd.
Mhm.
We get down to 10. Elevator stop. Ding.
It's
Slowly
Clint.
open. Clint. He hit floor 7.
Oh,
Attack the stairs. That's like
Damn
45
stairs,
seconds or
bro.
a minute where
Clint,
we're just
you
like,
stupid ass.
we're just
Damn,
like,
Clint.
come on, man. This is
Oh, my
precious minutes.
God. So Cam, you played that last year. Y'all got a really good team. Y'all make it what? Elite 8? No, Sweet 16. Tough loss to Auburn. They
But what-
they went on a run.
What, you know, that game, what happened to us?
Y'all had a lot of shit going
We all
on.
got sick.
Yeah, they got
We all,
everybody
just like
got
high
sick.
school.
Yeah. That's
It's
tough.
just like high school.
Hey, listen. That's
y'all getting sick and stuff a lot.
hey, listen, Cam, you been through some trials.
every
and
other end of the
tribulations.
season, I was fine. I was like, you got to be kidding. This is like
Right before the game.
Right
They
before the
all-
game.
deja
All the
vu.
coaches
Y'all was, like,
called
throwing
me,
up
they
and
was
stuff
like, they
again?
sick.
No, it was like when we were leaving, Nas was like, I don't feel good.
Oh, okay.
Then Nas had the flu. Like the craziest thing, we're in Kansas City, we're in the hotel, ballroom, treatment, meals, whatever. Everybody cleans up for the night. I go downstairs to get my meds because I have a fever. I'm trying to get my fever down before the game. I don't feel great,
Mm.
but I feel like I could turn a corner before next game. I got to get this fever down. So I'm like trying to I go to Whole Foods. I drink like beet juice, carrot. I don't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
I was going crazy. I'm trying everything
Yeah.
to get myself feeling better for the next day. I go down to get my meds from Doug, and Nas
Shout out
is
Doug.
yeah, of course, Uncle Doug.
Yeah. Shout out
Nas
Doug.
is laying on a table, like a eating table, a wooden eating table, no pillow, nothing, straight.
He was knocked like that?
No, his eyes were open,
Oh.
but he wasn't moving. Like that got to be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But like, bro, I was down there waiting for Doug, probably 5-10 minutes. He did not move a muscle. He had an IV in him just on a wooden table. I was like, no way, he's playing tomorrow.
Yeah.
He wakes up in the morning. I'm playing, guys. We're like, because we needed him.
Yeah.
Auburn did not play a big lineup. We needed, like, Okiki was their 4, so we needed some athleticism out there. He got rim stuff that game. I've never seen Nasir Little get rim stuff. He got rim stuff going up for a dunk. Like, couldn't get there. So it was tough. And credit to them, man. They made
everything.
Bro, they made 12 out of like 15 threes in the second half.
So
like, where was that game at?
Kansas City.
I was at that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was at that game.
Yeah. 1 seed, 5 seed. You think they're hot, but can it last forever? We have experience. We're a good team.
It was crazy. But so let's get to the league, man. Cam Johnson, 5 years in college. Unheard of. Going first round like
4
that.
surgeries.
4 surgeries. Unheard of. I remember, first of all, let's talk about this. Go ahead. So you have how many workouts? How many workouts? You did 10?
10.
What was your best one?
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Second best Phoenix.
Tell me if I'm wrong. I heard it through the grapevine. I heard you didn't miss a shot when you worked out here in Phoenix.
I didn't. But New Orleans, if I missed 1 in Phoenix, I missed 0 in New Orleans.
That's nuts.
Damn.
Okay, so New Orleans, the draft is June 20th. I land in Pittsburgh June 17th for my roundabout road trip all across the United States pre-draft circuit.
Yeah.
I land. I take my phone off airplane mode. The moment I take my phone off airplane mode, my agent's calling me. I'm like, oh my, like I just need to chill.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's up? He's like, I'm sending you to New Orleans for a work. I'm like, oh, what? They got the 4th pick.
Yeah.
They telling you they're gonna give me the 4th pick? No. There's speculation that they might trade back. I just talked to the GM. He wants to trade back. I'm like, so we're banking on them trading a pick and then
so
them
you're hearing you're going first round.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So there's all these reports out there now that said like, oh, he wasn't even supposed to go to the second round. No.
You knew you was going first.
It's
round.
just I was back to front, so nobody was speaking on my draft position, right?
Got you, yeah.
Because nobody wanted the next, like somebody wanted to get me at 20, somebody wanted to get me at 21, 18, 23.
Got you,
so it was like that range was getting very quiet.
If you was there, somebody was taking you.
Oh, for sure.
For sure. Clearly.
I don't think they said I wouldn't have lasted past 15, 16.
Yeah.
But that's neither here nor there. I talked to my agent. I'm like, is this really a good idea?
Yeah.
Then I call my older brother. I'm like, I just need somebody to talk to about this. I'm tired. Do you think I should do this? He's like, yeah, definitely. They just traded AD. If GM just traded AD, then calls your agent to get you in for a workout, it must mean he's planning something. Yeah. He's like, go do it.
Then
I was like, okay. I get home, go to sleep, wake up, fly to New Orleans. I pull up to that workout. It's me, Chuma Okiki, who's not working out because he came off that ACL. He tore when I was guarding him in the NCAA tournament.
The fuck?
And I'm warming up. I'm like, ooh, I got something going today.
Yeah.
I don't miss a shot. I get into one drill. It was like dribble up the court, somebody guarding you, hezzy pull. And that's where I missed a couple. I made probably 3 out of about 9. So I probably missed 6, which is not good. Yeah. But the rest of the workout,
didn't miss.
I'm guarding, I'm in actions, running off 2 screens, catch and shoot. And I'm hitting them. I'm like, yeah, like, this is a good idea. Thank you. What are you on today? Yeah. I'm like, man. And like the GMs put me aside. They're like, that was impressive. Like, you're going to give something to think about. The next day, they traded back to 17. So I was like, I'm going to New Orleans probably. Yeah. I think this is it.
Like, too bad, too far. Sayonara.
I think this could be it. And I didn't hear from Phoenix on draft day. My agent, I asked him, what's the lowdown on this team? What's the lowdown on that team? And
you were at home. You were in Pitt. Right?
Yeah. And I was like, he was giving me all the lowdown talk. He's excited. I was like, okay, what about Phoenix? Because I just love the area. Like, I remember on my workout here, I was like sitting there looking at the mountain, like I could be in this city.
Yeah,
like, I like it here. And he was like, oh, they haven't talked to me. And it was like,
Yo, 50 seemed to be doing that shit a little bit too damn much.
it was like,
hey, listen.
it was like, oh, okay. It was like
future people in the league. I mean, in college.
No, it
50s
was,
might draft you if they don't talk to you.
Hey,
it was like, it was like, oh, like they're not gonna pick me in,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, like I didn't even think twice about it. I didn't think about it again. Like they just traded back from 6 to 11. I wasn't really even on my mind.
Yeah.
And then the draft comes along. Pick 10 happens. Cam Reddish. I'm like walking out of the living room. I tap my brother on the leg. I'm like, the draft is a lot longer when you're watching, waiting for your name to be called.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go get some mac and cheese. I put my hand on the doorknob.
Mac and cheese.
My mom's mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna go downstairs. And then my phone started blowing up like one text message at a time every like 15 seconds. No, it was like 2 minutes before the second text message.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Then my agent started to get like a little excited over there in the living room. I'm like what? Yeah, like it's not a cool prank. Like, it's not funny. So they call me back over to the living room and we're talking. It's like, is this real? Did something leak and it like, aren't you supposed to get called?
Yeah.
So we're just sitting there waiting. Like, then I get a phone call and that was that.
That's lit, bro.
So it was, like I said, it was
That was tough.
crazy. Just from everything on, like
surgeries to
I'm like,
5 years in college.
this is crazy.
Yeah. Did you cry?
I think maybe. I don't remember, bro. It was like
How do you remember everything else, but you don't?
I don't, because I don't remember. Like
fucking
I was surely emotional, but I
Yeah.
was really sitting there like,
Yeah,
because you don't even know how to like. I'm trying to process.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was watching. I don't know where the hell I was at, and they said Cam Johnson 11. I said, boy, what?
I remember Kobe White. He was doing his press conference.
Yeah,
and
like
it happened. He
Kobe's
was
reaction was exactly. I'm like, Cam went 11 because I'm hearing what you hearing. I'm like, for sure he's gonna get
20s,
drafted.
Yeah, like he's
But,
definitely
like,
not getting past
alive?
25.
Let me hold something.
like,
Shit.
So I was like,
I'm
cool.
like,
Like I'm like, let's
Cam.
get it. Like I'm going to Phoenix. I love it. Like,
Yep.
and then
y'all
people
was
start
poo-poo.
hating.
Yeah.
People are like, F draft grade.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
give me a chance. Give me a chance. Let me at
But
least
that's like
be
a thing for you.
let me
Nobody
be-
gives you a chance. I don't know
Pitt,
why, bro.
North Carolina high
Yeah.
school.
We gave you a chance. We wanted you.
I'm saying like, yeah, true.
Yeah,
I was
we probably the only team that gave you a damn
no,
chance.
I'm saying like when I got there, people are like, oh, you shouldn't go there. Like you should have stayed at Pitt,
Yeah.
not gone to a Carolina where he's not going to play as much.
Yeah, they were idiots.
But that's what I'm saying. The places I go understand it's just outside people.
Yeah,
But I'm like, guys, give me a chance. Give me a sec.
yeah.
And so far we were not great when I got there, but
Yeah.
new management, new coaching staff, so it was not the same program as it was before. And we've been all right. And
Yeah. What was your welcome to NBA moment?
welcome to the NBA moment. I don't think I had one in specific, honestly.
Y'all be lying.
What was yours?
I mean, everybody ain't got one.
Man, I got caught on the switch with Giannis. I said, oh, shit.
Early in my career, I had a game where I was guarding Harden and he just couldn't miss. Everything he
I
did,
mean,
the
he
ball
was
went in
with
the
the Rockets.
Oh,
step back.
Yeah.
And they're like telling me, guard him this way, guard
Yeah.
him that way. And I get too close, foul. I back up too much, he hit it. I get too close and he start driving and then he throws his arm into me, bucket, and one. And I'm like,
how in the
like,
hell
I'm
am I
like,
supposed to guard this
Yeah, we
man?
got to figure this out. What are we
and
supposed
it's
to
just,
do?
it's.
Yeah.
I know the scout, but he's still doing it.
What do you want me to do?
But not too many others besides it. It was fun. Those first couple
Yeah.
weeks, you don't know any better. You just going out there like trying
playing.
super hard every night.
Yeah, for sure. So we talked to Mikkel about it a little bit. You get to the bubble. You were in the bubble,
Mhm.
clearly. Y'all turn the switch on a little bit. Y'all started to figure it out. Y'all started to figure out winning is fun.
Yeah.
And then y'all flip the switch to the next year?
Yeah.
Literally next year, y'all go to the finals.
Yeah.
What was the finals like?
Oh, it's crazy. It's like everything you imagine as a kid. And it was really cool because we hadn't had fans all year.
Mm-hmm.
And now the fans are
They're
going
coming back.
crazy.
Oh, yeah.
So this is the only game that I ever say was maybe louder than a game at Duke
Mm-hmm.
was game 6 in Milwaukee when we're up like 9 and Jay got fouled on a 3 and the
Mhm.
place just went crazy. Floor like bouncing under your feet. Like Milwaukee's a crazy crowd.
Yeah.
I was at that
Midwest, lots of
I was
lots of
at that game.
like alcohol in the arena, their
Yeah.
beer, they're loud, crazy. And it was, obviously you wish you could have won it, but you learn a lot from that experience, right?
Mhm.
Like you learn exactly
sure.
how hard it is.
Oh,
Because
man.
I gave every bit of effort all week, all month. Like
Mhm.
I lived, slept,
Basketball.
breathed basketball. The
Mhm.
Bucks. What do they do? What do they want to do? How can we stop them?
Mhm.
And we had our methods throughout the playoffs and guarding the Lakers and guarding the Nuggets and guarding the Clippers.
Mhm.
And we were able to execute them. And it was really fun to watch that sort of basketball take place
Yeah.
where you're like at a high level with your rotations.
That's the fun part about playoffs.
But
just
the
like figuring it
Bucks were they were good.
Yeah.
And you're trying everything you're doing. You're trying to be, and we're trying to make adjustments. And we're like, what adjustments do we make in this scenario? And it becomes very hard. Like it's like a different type of basketball where it's just like you're not just running out there running and shooting.
Yeah.
Everything is like chess. Like every move you make, every set you run,
That's a fact.
every ISO you try to set up, like there's a lot of layers to it. And it was a great experience. You learn a lot. Like wish you could have won, obviously. The games were close down to the wire each time. But it just makes you want to get back there again.
For sure. I mean, I would love to learn that way. I would love to get to the finals.
You did in college.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I mean?
But it's
similar.
It's
what
similar.
you know. It's the stage you're on. It's the level you're on. You're never gonna. I don't like minimizing somebody's situation, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
So if you're in a high school championship, that is the highest level
highest
you've ever
level.
played at.
Yeah.
That is peak basketball to you. It's all very
That's a good
situationally.
point.
So
That's a great
it's
point.
the same thing in college where you have so much more confidence going into the next year. Knowing what it takes, knowing that
there.
because you know what it takes, it doesn't get you there.
Yeah, that's a great
So
point.
you come in the next year, and we felt we had that last year,
Yeah, we're gonna get to
but
that.
it don't always work,
Yeah, no.
as we found out.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Elephant in the room.
That is
How is it? I mean, how was it?
hard.
How was it like going into the game? What was your mindset? How
In
did you
Game
feel?
7,
Yeah.
I felt great. Like personally, I felt great. I think the game before, like Game 5, we won by 30, right?
Every game was
Every
pretty
game
much
was like a blowout.
Blow back and
Yeah.
forth. So it's like it's our turn.
Yeah.
It's our turn. But like,
yeah, literally.
I think we really expected to put away in 6. We didn't. You guys were playing well.
Yeah.
Like as bad as we played, y'all deserve credit. Y'all played hard. Y'all made shots, and y'all made it difficult. Y'all made adjustments. Like it wasn't just us playing the worst basketball of our lives. Like you guys played very, very well.
Yeah.
So it's just that perfect storm of like things going south. We're not hitting shots. We're out of our element. We're getting uncomfortable. And game
What
gets
did it
away
feel
from
like in game? Like it did feel like
absolutely
a storm.
horrible.
Like it felt like a storm of it.
Like I feel like the whole like second quarter, I'm like this, like no.
Yeah.
No. Luka had this like spin back 3
Yeah.
when I was guarding him.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, not this.
Yeah.
Did you start like second guessing yourself a little bit?
No,
No.
not at all.
Were we that annoying?
Yes. On the sideline?
Yeah.
Yes. You're just annoying all the time, so you get used to it.
Yeah.
But you're not allowed to do that anymore, so good luck. I'm telling the ref every possession, make sure Pinson sits down.
Yeah. If you think that's going
I'm not even calling him Theo. Pinson. Make
Now
sure
you
he
have
sits
to.
down.
You got a
Bench
whole rule.
decorum. I'm yelling, bench decorum.
Bench
Bench
decorum.
decorum.
Yeah. If
You
you
got a
think that's
whole
going to
rule.
change some shit, hell no.
Bench decorum. Bench.
can
I'm
stand
yelling
up
it right
for
out
a
the court.
second
Bench
and come back
decorum.
down. Yeah, whatever.
You gonna take your 1 second?
Yeah, I'm
huh?
going to get my 1 second out there.
You're going to be doing squats. Your legs going to be
For
sore.
sure,
How many
but-
1 seconds you're going to take. But
How was it at halftime? Like this? Quiet?
quiet, but not throwing in the towel.
For sure.
It was like,
First 5 minutes of
what were we down? 30?
30.
He like cleared 30, like 35.
Yeah, it was 30.
And
It was ugly.
AJ left the game.
Luka had just hit a 3 where I tried to get a
Had
push
an
off
obligation.
out of desperation, which is like, don't do that. Like, just
Yeah.
stay on your feet. Like, that charge ain't going like that's not going to
Yeah,
change the
they
tide of
ain't
the
calling
game.
that.
Stupid.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm like, I like tried to sell it, and I'm like, nah, don't hit it. I'm like, but at that moment, you're like, don't crack.
Yeah.
Stay together as a team and try to fight it out.
Yeah.
Play your hardest these next 24 minutes.
Mhm.
Like,
They're playing
just
hard.
yeah, just
Y'all
like
trying
do
to-
what you
yeah.
do and
It was
like come
we were hot.
together and if we're gonna take this, we're gonna take this on the chin as a group type feeling. Like
Yeah.
that was my mindset, was like, you never want to go outside like that. And like, trust me, the city don't let, like, bro, everywhere I went, basically up until this day, like way too many times that I care to admit, somebody would be like, so what happened in that game 7? What happened in that game 7? I'm like, bro,
What do you think?
like, of course, we're all like very good at our craft, but like at the end of the day, we're human, and things don't like always work in your way.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, we got beat.
Yeah.
Like, what did you want me to say? We lost a basketball game in a very bad way. Like,
And it's
not
crazy
the first
to
team,
think
not the
about. It's
last
like,
team.
you didn't lose to a bad team.
No, and
You know what I'm saying?
a team that played a really good game that
Yeah.
night, and we played a really bad game, and that's just what happens. Like, not a great time to do it, I know, but like, it's not going to change how you proceed with your life. It's not going to change how you approach tomorrow's game, for example.
Yeah,
It's just it is what it is. Like, you just have to wear it, own it,
Yeah.
move on.
for sure. And speaking of last
But like,
year,
it's a team we really, the whole season, we're like, we're gonna go get this championship. Like, this is,
yeah,
and we
for sure.
had that eye
For
down
sure.
every single night. Like,
Yeah.
we came up close, we missed, we're gonna get back.
Mhm.
So it's a punch in the face
Yeah,
to
for
lose
sure.
early.
I mean, it just makes you a little bit more hungry too. At
Yeah.
the end of the day.
Yeah.
But yeah, going into this year, man, like as we talked about to a couple people who we had on here, this year's gonna be special.
It's a lot of
this
great
year's
league
gonna
is
be
at a-
lot of all-time high.
The league is like, something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
There's gonna be big developments. It's gonna be interesting because
It's
there's a
gonna be-
lot of really the West is crazy.
The East.
The East is crazy.
Like usually it's West, always
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
And then East, you got Braun.
No, not anymore. Both.
No. I'm saying back then. It used to be
Right.
Braun. Who was Braun playing in the West?
Right.
Now, you don't know who the hell coming from over there, and you don't know who the hell
And that's
coming
the first
from
time
over
in how long?
Oh my
A
God.
long time.
A long
Like,
time.
The league ain't been
Go
like this
find
in a
like
while.
a consensus like list of top 10 teams in the NBA right now.
It's nuts.
Like,
bro.
go like compare it. Everybody's gonna be different.
Who gets hot?
Who gets hot
at the right time?
And who stays healthy.
Mhm.
And
Who
Oh,
stays
yeah,
it. But health is always
Yeah,
top of
that-
the
yeah,
list.
it's always
And the
top,
fact
yeah.
that so many good players are back in the league, like it's gonna be fun. Like, there's
Yeah.
no
It's
other
gonna
way
be
to put
fun,
it.
bro. It's gonna be fun. But Cam, we appreciate it, man.
Of course.
We appreciate you coming on. Hope you have a healthy season, great season.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
You deserve it. And
How's Alana doing?
oh, she's good. Speaking of
Getting
Alana,
big?
hey, we're gonna put a pic up there of her right now. Little cute little baby, my little sticker booty. My little
big,
sticker
getting
booty,
big, huh?
getting big. Only 7 months now, but yeah, man,
She definitely has your personality, bro.
for sure.
How can you
Just
tell?
Be smiling.
What? I was just
She's
over there
gonna
to-
be cracking
not too
jokes
long
and
ago.
all that in
The
no
other day.
time.
Yeah.
We saw the other day.
She's
Oh man,
definitely got his
Yeah,
personality.
she gonna be something.
it's pretty
else.
cool that UJ Jackson, Joel, kids
Crazy.
all gonna grow up together.
Crazy. They growing up like.
That's gonna be cool to watch.
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
I'm interested to see how
Yeah.
that develops over
Yeah.
time.
I appreciate you asking that, man. See, that's my guy, bro. Shout out to Sticky Booty and Colleen holding
Yeah,
me down.
Colleen, too.
Appreciate you.
Hope everybody good back
Yeah,
home.
yeah, for sure. But we appreciate you, man. Hope you have a great season.
Sure.
For sure.
It's been real. Peace.